Alright, here we are. The final frontier. Well, the second to final, the third to final frontier. Whatever you want to call it. It's not space. It's taking down this wall. The wall that separated these areas from becoming one. For the freaking rain, of course you have to start right now. For the longest time, these areas have been wanting to be together. And they've been wanting to be dry, but this wall has been keeping them apart. So now that I'm finally breaking it, they can be together once again and frolic in their dryness. This is probably one of the weirdest conversations I've ever had with myself, that I'm going to break the walls down anyways. But yes, hello everybody, this is Monomoto here once again with more Vanilla 1.8 Survival, and in this episode I swear this thing knows when you're recording. But in this episode, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm guessing that it's probably going to involve drying out the rest of this temple, which you probably won't be able to see. But I'm going to turn my particles off real quick, just so that you can't hear that annoying sound behind me the whole time. Drying out this temple was the most annoying thing I've ever done in this game ever, hands down. I've probably been doing this for at least 8 hours now. At least 8 hours. Probably more than that. What am I talking about? I've probably been over here for at least 16 hours so far, just drying out this whole entire area. And oh my gosh, has it been just positively entertaining, and I would do it again, not really ever again, because... So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna take a little bit of a break from drying out this area because, oh my gosh, it's so irritating. And I might actually sort of plunder my What? There's just a random area in here that's not dried out? What is this? Oh, it's just a weird area where I guess the rooms didn't generate. Well, here's this. As you can see, Whoa. Whoa. You can't see anything, I know, but I can't either. It seems like this area has a ton of guardians in it, and that's probably because the spawning is kinda, sorta... It's gasping for air here, huh? See what I did? I don't either. It's sorta grasping... grasping for air, can you do that? Gasping for air, because I sorta just completely dried out every area around here, so it doesn't really have much of an option to spawn guardians anymore. There's still half the temple left, but that means that it has half the spawning spaces that it did before. So, hey, dude, can you like not do this? Yeah, there you go. Now you know who's gonna kill you. Yeah, you should have known that from the very beginning. So apparently this has been in here for a long time, but now it's not here anymore, and that's the most important part of all. So where does this come out at? Oh, on the other side. Why didn't I expect that? Okay, well the nice thing is I don't have to light up this area any, because the only mobs that can even spawn in this radius are the radius. I mean the 58 by 58 by 30 area are actually the guardians themselves, so I shouldn't really have to worry about doing anything to this area. So I think I may just mine out this entire area right here, just because... Whoa. Why don't I have haste? Oh, because I'm not even using the right pickaxe. That would probably explain a few things. But yeah, I mean, this is more prismarine than I'm probably ever going to use. But see, the thing is, there's not much of this dark prismarine stuff. That stuff right there. There's not much of this in the whole entire temple. And that's what I'm going to be using as a main building component for what I'm going to be making. And since there's not much of it in here, that means I'll probably have to make it myself. It is weird, though, seeing this whole temple exposed like this. Like, you think that you're in, like, the ground or something, and when you go up, you're like, this is a big hole this guy dug, and then you go up, and then it's just water everywhere else, and it's like, you're not used to just seeing a giant sinkhole in the ground. Oh, man. But, yep, real exciting time doing this for 16 hours. Ow. Okay, well, as you can probably assume, if you've ever dried out a large area before, I've been being quite an idiot about how to do this, because all it took was a little bit of organization, which is something I obviously don't have. So let's just get into actually doing this for the right, real thing this time, eh? Hey, dude, can you stop attacking me? These guys are getting really annoying because there's only a few spawning spaces left for them. So they just spawn everywhere now, but yeah. I've been being incredibly ridiculous about how to do this whole time, just because I didn't want to put down scaffolding. You know that feeling where you've been working on something for it's like if you're working on your math homework and you realize that you've been using the wrong textbook. That's basically how I feel. I've never done that before, but I'm probably going to one day, judging by how I did this. So let me just show you. Okay, so I've been placing sponges this whole time, and or using lava, which makes each layer take 10 minutes. Let's see how fast this does it. Yep. Just freaking place sponges on scaffolding every 3 blocks over 2 blocks down. I don't know why I never thought of that before, but when I realized that you could do that and the water would stay all contained and nice, I don't know how I missed that. Because I've been wasting hours and hours and hours and hours of my time on this, when in reality it should have only taken about a half an hour per fourth. But I've been here for over 8 hours trying to figure out how to do this, and now that I realize that you can just do it like this, it shouldn't have been a... Okay, seriously, dude. It shouldn't have been a... Oh my gosh, there's so many of these. Yeah. But yeah, you just need to do this every 3 blocks, and that's it. And I missed the whole thing. How does one even do that? How does one be as derpy as this? I don't understand it. I need to figure out how I managed to be so derpy. Like, look at this. And you get dry sponges back, too, just because the water doesn't even absorb all of it. Or the sponge doesn't even absorb all the water. Look at this. You can literally just place a sponge like every 3 blocks and you'll be fine. There you go. Oh my gosh, I feel so dumb. How did I miss this? This is just great, right? I'm so happy I finally found a strategy to do this. Man, mining sponges is so fun. Okay, this is it. The second to final frontier. Now all we have to do is spam sponges all over the place, and this should dry itself out, but I'm not too sure about that. So, well actually, let me just go ahead and do this. I don't want this to get messed up now. That would suck. Having this get messed up now would be the worst thing ever, and having the... Because sometimes water's very temperamental. Sometimes it just decides to fill itself back in randomly. Like, just gotta put one right there, and one right there, and one right there, and boom, and boom, and boom, boom, and boomity boom, boom, and then, yes! Look at how dry this area is now. We are almost finished with drying out the 3/4 of the water temple. You know, I feel really stupid because this only took like a half an hour, and the other ones took like 4 hours each just because I was doing the wrong thing. So yeah, that sucked. But at least I know what to do now if I ever have to do this again. I seriously don't know why I'm doing this. Like, I really don't know why I'm doing this. Either that or it's because these areas are way easier to dry out. Because the last one had the entrance in it, and the entrance was super annoying because it was like 500 million miles deep, and this one doesn't have that. So that could be another contributing factor as to why this was so easy. I say so easy, but it still took a super long time. I mean, it was easier than the other ones, That's not really saying very much, considering that the other ones were ridiculous anyway, so... And this is why I should have put dirt with a torch under it on the bottom, just so that I could do the epic unscathing and just make the wall fall all in on itself, but instead I'm actually going to have to mine it like a normal person. It's just like a giant plane of happiness. I never thought I was going to be done with this, but I'm not done with it yet, but it just feels like I am. And all it took was like 5 stacks of coal and like 14 hours. Crap, I'm too good at this. Look at it. Oh my gosh, this looks so awesome. I never ever thought that I could actually dry out this much of the ocean. But I did. I did it! Not yet, I mean there's still this, but considering that that only took me a half an hour, I suppose that the other one probably isn't going to be much of a problem now that I actually know what I'm doing. Oh, man. I might actually get finished with this today. I didn't think that was going to be a thing, but maybe it is. I don't know how there got to be a hole in the wall, but whatever. Maybe I just mined that and I didn't even notice it. Look at this beauty. I realize that this is super entertaining just watching me sitting here talking about how amazing this looks. But really though, I never thought I would see a water temple just completely uncovered like this. Oh man. See, this is going to be the fun part. I thought the water was going to be the fun part because I was an idiot, but I think the real fun part is going to be actually mining out the entire temple, because that's just going to be like laying down my vengeance over how long this took. It's just destroying the entire thing. I might even take some TNT into the mix, who knows. That's going to be exciting. Oh, this is just going to be really fun. Look at how many of them are in here. There are like 14 of them just clustered into this one area because of how little spawning space they have left. Why does the last part always have to be the hardest? I can't wait! I can't wait to finish this. I never thought I would... This is literally like how it felt when I was on my final exam, like my final semester exam. This is exactly how it felt. I realize that this is kind of sad. Doing this feels like acing an exam, but it does. It does! I don't know why, but it does, and I can't wait to be finished with it, because then I can finally blow this whole thing up. This seriously looks like an anthill. Look at all of them down there. Oh my gosh! This is ridiculous. Well, this is going to be a pretty efficient farm, if I do say so myself. Almost done. I only have to do this like 2 more times, and then the whole entire farm will be, or the whole entire drainage will be complete. I can't even form words anymore. Oh man. Only a few more times. Okay, this should be the very final, last freaking time I have to go through this process and do this. I have been waiting... What? Wait a second. Oh, there they are. I thought my sponges just randomly disappeared into thin air. Okay, well, this should be the last time I have to go through this process because, oh my gosh. This has been really annoying. Like, really, really unbelievably annoying. Let me just try and do this real quick. I want to see if this is gonna work if I just go through and do it like this. It appears to work. Works better than I thought it was going to. Okay. Alright. Okay. Let's get myself pumped up for this. Because this is going to be the final time that I have to do this. And that's exciting. Because I don't ever want to have to do this ever again. I'm probably going to one day. But I hope that day doesn't come very soon. Because I really don't want to do this again. Why did I do this? Why did I ever agree to do this? Why did I ever put myself in this position where I have to get this stupid thing done? I don't want to have to smelt these stupid sponges again, but I'm probably going to have to. We're reaching the final sponges. Look at this. Look at how much water I've had to drain from this area. This whole episode is just me complaining about how difficult this was, but I deserved to be able to, right? Right? This was irritating as crap. I hear where the heck are the guardians at? What? Oh, they're probably under me. There's still a section under this that I haven't cleared out yet, but that should be fairly easy to do. Either that or they're right here. Somehow two of them spawned in here, even though I was right next to it. Oh, man. Look at this. Okay. I'm going to come back when I'm finished with this. I'm going to show you the glory of the whole temple being dry. Okay. This is so nerve-wracking and inspiring and stuff. I realize this is like the worst commentary ever, but I can't even think anymore. I'm so surprised that I got this done today. Like, now I can actually do real things in this world again. Oh my gosh. Alright, there's one wall almost removed. Now I'll get my torches. Yes. Okay, one wall left standing in my way, and it's not going to be standing in my way for much longer. 3, 4 sections, 2 sections. Come on, man. That was the final section. The final section. Now, we get to gaze in glory at the entire temple. The entire... Yes, look at it. Look at it in all its glory. Oh, look at it. I need to get a better view of this. Look at it. There's a guardian out there somehow, but I don't care. I don't care. Look at it. It's dried out. It's done. Yes. Now I can just blow up this temple because I'm so freaking tired of having to deal with this thing. Well, I mean, I do still have this area down here. I'm actually, there are no guardian. Actually, there are no can guardians even spawn down here? I don't even think they can. I don't even need to remove this, but I'm going to anyway. Oh my gosh, I never thought I was going to be done with that. I never thought I was going to be done with that. I literally can't even rant anymore than I am, but I am somehow. Now I get to rip down this entire thing. This is going to be the best thing I've ever done in my entire life. Like, literally the best thing I've ever done ever in my entire freaking life is ripping down this entire thing. Alright. Finally, we can tear into this thing like a giant piece of cake. Just tearing this whole thing apart from top to bottom and never having to deal with it again. I feel like I'm ripping apart a sculpture or something. Like, this is Jeb's masterpiece and I'm just ripping it apart into shreds. Like, really, I spent this much time just trying to uncover it and now I'm just destroying the whole thing. It feels odd, you know? This is the only area where mobs can spawn if I go up there, because it's actually a radius, or a diameter. It's a spherical area. It's not actually the area that things are able to spawn in isn't actually like 128 by 128 by 128. Its radius is actually 94, and it's a circle. So this is going to be the only area where things are actually going to be able to feasibly spawn when I'm doing that, which basically means that I'm saying basically a lot. It means that I'm going to have to not use fall damage, or else they'll despawn while they're falling, and that basically will make it so that I don't get barely any kills. So yeah, nether portal strategy seems to work a lot better than anything else that I can muster up. It's just weird being able to finally tear this whole thing down. Oh yeah, and it just occurred to me that this farm, I don't have like a regular food farm or anything, but this will be a food farm, and I didn't even realize that until now, because they drop fish. They drop fish when they die, so this is going to be both an infinite block farm and infinite, probably squid ink farm too, because I'm assuming they'll die like the guardians. It'll be an infinite that farm, but not only that, it'll also be what is the other drop? Oh yeah. It'll also be an infinite potion, like water breathing potion farm, because they drop puffer fish too. So that's just gonna be awesome, because you never know when you're gonna need more water breathing potions, especially if you have to do something like this. So I should probably take a screenshot of this before I absolutely devour the whole thing. Now it's time to take these things off, whatever the heck these are. I don't even know why they're here, they're just sort of here. This doesn't even look like a temple anymore, it just looks like a weird thing. Alright, you know what? I'm tired of this. I brought this for a reason. Not the raw fish. I never realized how many layers of useless stuff this had on it. I don't care about this crappy cobblestone stuff. I only care about the glorious dark prismarine, and it doesn't have much of that in it. So, sorry, but you're gonna have to go ahead and blow up. This is what I've always wanted to do. Just sit here and blow up this whole entire freaking temple. Yes. This is saving me a lot of time. Yeah, I never realized this was 3 layers tall. I always thought it was only like a 2-story thing, but apparently it's a lot taller than I thought. Ow. Ow. Why would you do that, man? Why would you do that? But yeah, I've gotten all the important blocks out of this. I'm gonna have to repair this giant hole right here, because once again, I am keeping the base plate of this area just so that I have at least a little bit of ground to walk on, because I don't think guardians can spawn under it. Why does it have to be made of this stuff? Like, literally, this is just retextured cobblestone. That's it. I'm actually pretty sure they just changed the hue of it and increased the saturation. That's all they did. It's just cobblestone. Who would ever use this for anything? I do. I literally do. I feel like I'm haste mining. This is ridiculous. Well, now I have to repair my... Okay, good. Now I have to repair my pickaxe already. Look at my pickaxes I've went through doing this. This is ridiculous. Okay. Yep, there we go. First pickaxe repair. Let's see how many of these I have to go through. I just broke a hole in the wall by accident. Wouldn't it suck if I just blew up like an entire side and the whole thing filled back in again? I don't know what I just said, but that would really suck. The spawning is really... Wow. Just that water right there spawned a guardian. Okay. Hi. Hi. Don't do that. Don't even try. Don't even try anymore. Okay, so a stack of TNT, a pickaxe, and a lot of time later, here it is. Oh boy. It's so weird looking at this and thinking that just a week ago... Probably a week ago, this was a complete giant temple with water all around it, and now it's just all gone. So this is our hall. These are the blocks I actually care about in here that are stacked right here. So we actually got a decent amount of dark prismarine. I was expecting that 5 stacks and 4, which means we shouldn't have to make this farm for a bit here, but I'm going too soon, because there's no reason to mine this whole entire thing out and take all the water away if we weren't going to make a farm in the first place. So yeah, this was part of the haul. This was the other haul. So yeah, I don't really think that we're ever going to need these prismarine bricks. Or we're not going to need shards for the prismarine bricks, at least, because I pretty much got that part covered. But for the dark prismarine, we are going to need to make a farm for this. And also, it's very convenient because, yep, once again, they do drop fish. So let's just take a look at this from up above and see what it appears like. I kept those there for decoration, by the way. I don't know if I'm going to keep them there or not, but for now, they're there. So let's see. Oh, man. That looks so awesome. Man, I love that I finally finished this. Okay, well, what am I going to do now? I don't know. I've spent so much time on this, I can't even think about anything else anymore. Oh, I'll think of something eventually, probably, maybe, sorta, kinda. Oh, man, I'm gonna try and probably construct the area of the house that I possibly can with the dark prismarine that I obtained from this. But, however, I realize that this episode just left you on the edge of your seat wondering how many more times is he going to pointlessly record episodes of him just mining stuff. Oh, I don't know. I bet you're just waiting to find out. So, I'm afraid that's all the time we have for this episode, and I hope you enjoyed. Maybe you could leave a like. I don't know. You feeling nice? I'm not. So, yeah. I'll see you when we do that. So, bye.